I'm about to spend an entire day knocking on doors of people in pre-foreclosure, and I'm going to film all of it. I want this to be real, raw, and really show what it takes to get deals in today's market. This video is going to be the first of a multi-part series where I go through every aspect of door knocking, from what to do to prepare for door knocking, how to schedule your routes, what is particular door knocking etiquette, how do we speak to these people, hopefully some real live conversations so you can see what that looks like. So sit down, get a notepad out. This is what real life investing looks like. Take notes and get out in the field and take action. Now, before we dive into this series, let's really analyze why door knocking still works. Why should we even be doing this in the first place? Well, number one, I have proof of concept with myself. I've made millions of dollars doing this, and all of the people in the niche community that have door knocked have been getting deals right and left. It's something that works. You're out in the field, you're seeing real live people, you're having conversations, you're making observations about homes. This is the way to get your hands dirty, get your feet dirty, and go out there and get some grassroots deals. But the reality is that it works because most people won't do it. As an investor, you want to be where other people are not. And this isn't texting or cold calling where you can sit at a desk like this and get deals. You've actually got to go out and put some effort into it so less people are willing to do it, thus a higher barrier of entry and more opportunity. So if you're a new investor and you're looking to get that first deal or get rid of that roller coaster of income, this is the way to do it. Find a list, go out there and door knock, make things happen. But in this particular video, where we're going to start in this series is how to prepare for the door knock itself. We're going to go through, how do I curate the list? How do I go ahead and plan the route? What type of material should I bring with me along when I door knock? And what is the mindset that you need to adopt before you start knocking doors that day? So let's start with the list first. Without good data, it's going to be hard to win. Where do I personally get data? At nichedata.ai, where we give you daily updated foreclosure information across all 50 states. We give you the homeowner information, all of the relative information. It comes skip traced. There's no better foreclosure data source out there. So when you open up your niche data, you'll obviously get new information every day because we update it daily. You'll get the name of the homeowner, the Zestimate, the estimated loan balance, the lender, the attorney if it's available. You'll get all of the property details, the homeowner contacts, the relative information. It goes on and on and on. So what are we going to do? We're going to take this information. We're going to go ahead and curate it. You can export this information and sort the information. You're going to export that out. You can either have that go to your Google Sheets empire. You can upload that into your CRM, whatever it might be. But your quickest and best data source is nichedata.ai. That is where you want to go. You don't want to spend all of your time going through county sites and auction sites and attorney sites and looking at court records, etc. You need to leverage your time. You must spend more time out in the field doing 1,000+ an hour activities. You don't want to be doing those $10 an hour admin work. Now, in my particular business, after you get the data, you want to go have that data go into a CRM. Now, very short order, we will have niche CRM that is coming out to where this data seamlessly flows into the CRM. You can automatically start marketing and do flows that way. It's going to be beautiful. But in the meantime, I have a Salesforce-based CRM that we work out of. So what happens? Our data is pulled from niche data. It automatically goes into our CRM, and it uploads into a feature called Maps. So after you've gone and pulled your list, you want to go ahead and upload it into some sort of Maps-like feature. It may not be in Salesforce. Maybe it's some sort of software that you upload it into. And there's plenty of free different sources out there that will let you upload 15 to 20 data points. So go ahead and research those on Google if you're not ready for a CRM at your price point. But go ahead, research those free options. They definitely work. So within my CRM, we have different filters. We have, for example, the first 10 in our appointment list, our notice of default, and our last 10 in our pre-foreclosure. What does this mean? People sign contracts in one of two spots, at the very beginning and notice of default, or at the very end with pre-foreclosure. So we've gone ahead and gotten a filter together of all of the properties that filter into that demographic to where they're ready to sign a contract. So we've got these 96 different data points, and we want to go ahead and build a route. So we've gotten our data. Now we want to build out the route that we're going to take to knock. So on this particular day, I think I'm going to focus on the kind of bottom quarter quadrant here. So in here, you can go ahead and make a shape. So we're going to make a shape of all the properties that we're going to go after on this particular day. Let's go ahead and make that shape. Of course, every different software is a little bit different, right? So this might not be applicable to you, but again, get your data, go ahead and get it into a system to where you can plot it on a map. Niche CRM very soon will do this for you. It's going to be super, super cool. Hey, and then you can take this data point and you can add this to a route. Okay, so we're going to add this to a route and we're going to optimize it even more. Okay, I'm going to add some stops and I'm going to have it start and end at my office. My office is on Arrowhead Avenue, not to be mistaken with the Chiefs Arrowhead. Okay, we're going to have that stop. We're going to delete that one. And we're going to have this lock to the start. I'm going to add another stop. Arrowhead once again. I'm going to end at the office. We'll lock it to the end. And the cool thing with this software is you can actually optimize the route. So have a start point, an end point, and what does Google say is the most efficient way to go ahead and door knock these? So we're going to optimize this route. Takes it just a short minute to get all of that information together. But while we're waiting, again, you want to be out in the field. If you can have a VA do this for you, that would be great. Have them gather the information from niche data, have them upload it into a CRM or a door knocking software. Have this ready for you. That way, when you're ready to start work at 9 in the morning, for instance, you have this ready to go. Okay, so we've got this optimized route now within the CRM. We're going to save that. We can put it on today's date. I filmed this on the 8th of April. We're going to save it. And the cool thing is, now I've been doing this on a desktop, but it automatically takes me over to the phone. So if I go look at my phone and the corresponding app, and once that's on my phone, I can go to routes. You can see on my phone that this just uploaded 45 stops that we're going to take today. And while that loads, you can even see how long this is going to take. So a little bit over 6 hours of driving time. So this might be a really long day, an 8 or 10 hour day at the end of things when you're talking to sellers and factoring in stops, etc. Maybe you don't want to do that many. That's okay. That's why you curate your list, add or subtract any of these to make it, the type of day that you're wanting to spend time-wise. But what have we done so far? We have gone ahead and gotten our list from niche data. We've gone ahead and exported that information into either a CRM or we have gotten into some sort of mapping software, and we've gone ahead and curated the route that we're going to take and make sure that's optimized so we're not wasting any time. Now that we've gotten our data, we've gone ahead and optimized our route, we need to go over the gear that you're going to need out in the field. Now, every person is going to be a little bit different in terms of the stuff that they want, but here is some of the main essentials that you're going to need when you are door knocking. Okay, first and foremost, you want some sort of folder to house all of your contracts. When you go out in the field, assume that you're going to lock something up. One knock closes aren't very common, but there's always going to be opportunities. So in your folder, you should have sub-2 contracts. You should have purchase agreements for cash. You should have any agreement that you're comfortable using in your business, and go ahead and prep as if you're going to use those. I have several copies in my car at any given time. Always be prepared. So have your purchase agreements in hand, in your car. Have some sort of little caddy or storage unit that you can put those in your trunk or in your back seat, whatever it might be. Second, have some sort of business card. These aren't something that I like to hand out quite a bit. I would rather exchange phone numbers with the seller, but this can give you credibility and help you get into the door with some of those people that need a little bit of proof that you're a legit business. Next, you're going to want some sort of flyers or door hangers or something like this. These particular ones are client testimonials that we'll put on people's door. It just gives us a little bit of credibility and our phone numbers on there. And of course, the tried and true sticky note. You're of course going to want to put these on doors. Have a little short curated note on how you can help these homeowners out. Oftentimes this will get their attention. They'll call you, and then you can set up an appointment that way. So what have we covered so far? We need to have a list through niche data. We need to have some way to map this data so we're efficient. Then we want to make sure that we have all of our materials. We're prepared out in the field, so that way when the time comes, we're ready to transact. Then what? Once you have everything prepared, it's a good time to work on your mindset. And this time, I pray, you may not be a believer in the Lord, but I pray for an opportunity to serve someone that needs it the most and be a light for Jesus to whoever I come across. But maybe this is something to where you're just getting your mind right. You're focusing on serving sellers. You're focusing on providing value, focusing on having an upbeat attitude. That way, when you have the opportunity, the seller is going to be responsive to your demeanor. But take a moment, really ground yourself, prepare yourself to serve, remove the thoughts in your mind that this is about you. If you make door knocking and serving these sellers in foreclosure, other niche lists completely about you, they will see right through that. The sellers see you. Okay? People are very smart. They're very perceptive. Make this a selfless act to where if you provide enough value, money will come down to the funnel and you will be served in that way eventually. Also, in terms of your mindset, you are going to be rejected. Face it. Accept it. That just means you're one door closer to success. Okay, this is a game of consistency. If you knock enough doors, you will win. If you have the courage to keep coming back out there when things aren't working, you will win. And if you stay focused and do this on a long enough time horizon, you will win. So again, to recap, we've gotten our list from Niche Data. We've gone ahead and curated our list into a drivable map to where we can go out and speak to these people. We have prepared all of our materials to go out and make sure we can transact if the opportunity arises, and we have gotten our mindset in the right spot to where we can serve sellers. Now we're ready to go out and knock. In the next video, we're going to talk about some knocking etiquette, and we might actually get into some doors. So stay tuned for that next video. I'm excited to share with you. In the meantime, go get yourself some niche data. I've linked the link below, nichedata.ai. Or if you want to go ahead and sharpen your skills with that data, getnichenow.com. You can join the niche community. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next video where we do some door knocking 101. See ya.